I'm not sure who you are, how you got here. My name's Ty. I can imagine, based on the title, if you're seeing this right now, that maybe you're sick, you've lost everything, you have an injury, you're bedridden, um, you're heartbroken, um, you're trying to find answers, whatever it is. You're hurting, maybe. I can imagine finding somebody to connect to and trying to find the answers is something you've been searching for. The reason why I created this YouTube channel was because I just and am finishing out going through the hardest time of my life. Um, Back in January of 24, I started getting pretty sick. I was in a relationship. Um, and we were in Santa Fe, New Mexico. My gut, there's just some issues with my gut. I'd always been healthy, active, fun loving, excited to go out and do things and see new places and all that stuff, and I progressively got sicker and sicker. Something wasn't feeling right inside of me, my mind, my gut. And then in July of last year, I ruptured my Achilles. So I knew there was something wrong with my body. I've been going to a doctor to try to figure out what was wrong, and we thought it was food sensitivity. But then eventually, I looked up to my ceiling, and my vent had black mold coming out of it. And I walked into my closet, and I had green mold on my walls in my closet in my condo. And at that point, work was really hard. I really couldn't communicate. I couldn't eat. I tried to eat. I lost about 30 pounds at the peak of it. I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know what was happening until I saw the mold. And then I got, obviously my condo tested, and I had black mold illness. And I had never heard of that before. I knew mold wasn't good, but I didn't realize that you could get like really sick from it. And while that was going on, I had a ruptured Achilles, so I had to heal from that. Was bedridden. Really tough place to be, because a lot of people don't understand illness like that. And having an injury like that is not easy. So if you're going through any of this right now, I know it's tough. I'm on the other side of this. It's been, since I guess I started getting treatment for the mold illness in November. So it's been about 8 months. And I just want you to tell you, you are going to get to the other side of this. The other reason why I started this channel was during all of those things, and I lost my job, and I had to find a new job, all during being sick, trying to get better, and healing from my Achilles. I had to constantly apply and interview and all that. It was tough. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I had thoughts of, ending it all. It was scary. I didn't want to do it. I knew I wasn't going to do it, but the mold had affected me in that way, and I wasn't having, my relationship was failing because of it. And I also lost somebody that I loved dearly, and it was heartbreaking. And I was working so hard to get back to that relationship too. But yeah, things are meant to be in life. and their lessons that were taught, I started to really deep dive into myself, because with the mold, there was a lot of, like, if you can imagine it, it was like fight or flight nonstop 24/7 in all parts of your life for like almost a year straight for me. I'd wake up, I was scared for my life. I would just get through the days. I'd call family, I'd cry. I'd had family come down here where I live in Texas, and all my family's, 12 hours away. I have a cousin about 4 hours away, but he's got a family. And so I really had to get through this by myself, in the aspect of, geographically. But I did have family come visit when I was sick for a couple weeks, which was life saving, I guess I would say. But if you're having a tough time right now, whoever's close to you, if you don't have anybody close, stick with these videos, because I am hopefully going to be somebody that you can listen to and find some solace with and start to heal. I'm still healing. I'm not even a year out. And what I've come to learn doing this self-introspective work from that fight or flight, all the subconscious things that I was scared of were coming to the surface, and I had to work through everything. My childhood, the abandonment I had experienced as a kid that carried over to relationships. I had to really look at my health and, the things I was spending my energy on. Energy is a huge part of this world. Making sure I was aligned with Source, Creator, God, whatever you want to call it. And these things happen for a reason, and they get you through to the strongest version of yourself, the most aligned version of yourself. And I know where you're at if you're just like in the darkest moment right now. You have the strength. You've done it before. You've been through it before. We all have. We're human. There's so many people that are going through these same things. If you have the ability to get this book, let me grab it really quick. I would highly encourage you to read The Book of Joy. This is something that got me through a lot, because it talks about when we are sick, ill, sad, all these things, realizing that other humans are going through this as well, or tougher, right? I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful for the position I was put in life, just to be able to access things, certain things. But we all deal with heartache, pain, failure, shame. If you have shame right now, you're not broken. But you need to get back to loving yourself, and I can help with that. I'm on the journey. It's the forever journey. But mindset is key, taking care of yourself, building your own boundaries. If you're injured right now, just taking care of yourself, asking for help wherever you can get it. But there is another side, and you're going to get out of this. Stay strong. And I look forward to talking to all of you, whoever you are on the other side. I look forward to sharing the lessons I've learned. And maybe some of you would like help. And I may be able to help you with that in whatever manner it is that you feel I might be able to do that while you listen to my videos. If it's late where you're at and you're just going to bed, just be grateful. Find some things to be grateful for. When you wake up in the morning, get up, stretch. If you can, get outside, walk around while the sun comes up. Move. Maybe talk to somebody tonight, call somebody if you can. But we will see you in the preceding postings, and I look forward to building a community and just helping. Much love. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Talk to you soon.